Hello everyone, this is going to be a setup guide for the Moyu RS3M 2020. So all you need are two kinds of lube. One should be very thin, and the other one can be a little bit thinner, but it still has to make the cube fast because the Moyu RS3M is a little bit on the slower side. And you want a screwdriver to remove the screw if you need to. It's not required actually, and you need just a rag to clean the cube out. So to start off, you want to see if you can pop out a piece. It's a little bit tough, and you don't want to break the piece, of course, so you don't want to yank too hard, but you should be able to get one out. And then you want to just disassemble the cube, and then as you can see here, these pieces, the edge in the corner, have a little bit of black, just dirty dried up lube on it. So you want to make sure that all of that is off the cube before you start re-lubing it. So first, let's clean out the cube. And once you've cleaned out your cube, you just want to put together most of it, leaving out a couple of pieces at the end. Once you have two pieces left, you want to take the corner and put the thinner lube onto the piece here. Just a couple of drops, and then you want to slide that in. Oh no. And that's what you don't want to happen. You don't want it to spill on your mat or table. So since it's spilled, I might just want to add a little bit more right there. But if it didn't spill, you should be okay. And then with the edge, you want to take your thicker lube and you want to just put some of it onto the tracks, onto both of the tracks. Onto both sides. That's one side, that's the second side, and this gives it a very smooth feeling. And you want to just slide that in. Oh, like, why is this not going in like that? And once you've done that, you just want to put in a couple more drops, maybe 3 more drops. 1, 2, 3. And let's close up these. And then you want to do a couple of break-in solves, maybe just move it around a bit. And the tensions out of the box are okay. However, the spring compression, I like to set mine 3 notches. 3 notches from the lowest, so it's still pretty flexible, I'd say, but it does give you that nice control, especially when paired with this lube combination, because the lube combination, the Martian on the tracks, gives it a very smooth feeling, and then the Maru on the pieces itself gives it a very nice fast turning, and like it's very effortless, and it's a very enjoyable to turn. And with the tensions out of the box, you should be able to get pretty good corner cutting. Like past 45 is great. And then reverse corner cutting is really good. This is the best budget cube in my opinion, with the best corner cutting. And however, the speed out of the box isn't that great. It's kind of a slow cube, which is why you want to add only fast lubes. And yeah, it's a very nice cube, and if you're on a budget, I would totally recommend it. It feels kind of similar to the WRM maglev. Of course, it has springs in the 2020 version, and it has a little bit more friction, in my opinion, and it also has a spring noise, of course, on some sides. I can't seem to find it right now, but it's a nice cube. It has a blocky feeling, in my opinion, and it has a kind of a clacky noise like this. let me just put this up to the microphone. There's that, and then I'll compare that to the WRM maglev. Like the WRM maglev, you can hear it. The pieces glide over each other a little bit more, whereas the Moyu, it's more clacky. And some people prefer that feel, some people don't. It's up to preference. I personally think that it's okay, but I do know some people who don't like it. So it depends what kind of cubes you like. Oops, messed that up. But yeah, thank you for watching.